Okay, it was hard. Onto the academic side of things. Okay, it was hard. I don't know what I expected, but it was harder than that. I guess if I didn't have 2 essays a week, then I wouldn't think I was getting enough because it's Oxford, and I guess you get kind of 1 a week at A-level, sort of, but not in the same, completely not in the same league, but you know what I mean, you always have work to do at home, and that's very similar at Oxford. You always have an assignment, a report, something to write for about 4 days time, and it really hit hard at the beginning, and it was hard to deal with. I was awful at essay writing after such a long time off. Again, you think you get A's and A stars at A-level, and then you get to Oxford and you just have to improve like that. The hardest part is that we had to write essays within a week, or even within 3 or 4 days, on a topic we'd never studied in our lives, and use books that we have to source ourselves. I mean, they give us a list, but we have to find them, so that's time consuming, is going out, getting all the notes for the assignments, and then making sense of them. And the worst part was that often it didn't feel very rewarding. So you'd do an essay, you'd hand it in, you'd get feedback, but you wouldn't be able to have a break or like a celebration of your hard work because you've got to do the next one. And I think that's the worst thing about my experience, was not really being able to celebrate achievement and not being able to appreciate how much work you've done and what you've achieved. You, at least me anyway, tended to focus on what I hadn't done, so like how I didn't manage to get this part right, or if I didn't make sense of this bit, or if I hadn't got this one in fast enough. You forget what you have actually done. You've come up with an essay on something that you didn't know, you've made sense of it yourself, and you presented that argument without any help. And for people who are starting uni, please celebrate your achievements and recognise how much you have done. Otherwise, you'll just hate it. You'll start to hate it. The tutorial system is good. I really like the tutorial system. Some weren't as good as others. The ones that we had that were good were very rewarding. We got good feedback. We got their expert opinion. The best ones brought resources, so like printed out pictures on laptops, and they showed us their own research, which backed things up, and that was really, really helpful. I revised from my tutorial essays more than I did my lectures, so that 1 to 2, we had 1 to 3, but usually it's 1 to 2 or 1 to 1. That learning in such a small, concentrated environment really gets it in your head, and it answers your questions, and they tend to leave it to you to bring up the arguments and the points, and then let you kind of construct it in your brain as you're saying it, and you remember it more that way, and they're really, really helpful. So I'm so glad that we had those tutes. Lectures. My tutors, if he sees this, is going to hate me for saying this, but I only went to 2 anthropology lectures all year. It was my second best exam though, so it was fine. It's clearly fine. But the way that lecture taught, it didn't work for me at all. It just annoyed me to be there sometimes. Am I allowed to say this? My human evolution module is my most favourite thing. That's definitely what I want to go into. I loved everything about that module, all of it. It never bored me once. I if I missed that lecture I would be genuinely upset, because I really did enjoy it and was interested in it, and I could talk about it for hours. And I did the best in that in my prelims, so I nearly got a first in that paper. I got 67. My anthropology got 65, so they were close, but yeah, that one was my strongest. So exams are obviously a big part. The exams were set up so we had 4 modules and we sat 1 3-hour exam for each module. So we had 3 essays per exam, an hour for each essay per exam. Seems pretty simple. It was hard. It was hard to write 3 full essays in the 3 hours. I did it, as did everyone else, but it wasn't without difficulty, and especially because our exams were when it was like 33 degrees, so we were not used to sitting exams in that heat, and it was hard, it was hot, it was sweaty. We had to wear the Subfus uniform, so the shirt with the, what's it called, gown, with the skirt and like this ribbon thing. And even walking to our exams at like 8 o'clock in the morning, it was absolutely scorching, and we'd get there sweaty and horrible and it was uncomfortable, and they were taking people's water bottles off them if they weren't like this. If they were like screw top, absolutely not, took them off. And like, it's hot, just give them a drink. Anyway, yeah, so you sit the exams in exam schools, and it's got like loads of clocks, so it was purpose built for exams, hence the name. And yeah, it's quite intense, but it's also really cool, and you have to not be distracted by the 400-year-old portraits and stuff. Just get on with it. I was quite chilled for my exams. I knew that I could do well. I perhaps didn't do as well as I could if I set whole mind to it and just got down, didn't enjoy myself for the last 2 weeks of term, but I didn't see the point in that, because I knew that I could get a 2-1, I knew that I could get a good mark, and this year doesn't count, so I had fun. I went swimming in the river, which is where it's like in a meadow. It's called Port Meadow, and it was really hot. I went with a friend who'd done their exams. Loads of people were there. It was one of my favourite days of the whole year, and I have absolutely no regrets of doing that. I went out several days the week before my exam. Again, no regrets. They were the 2 of the best nights of the year, because every other year group was out, as well as people who finished their exams. I guess I was hiding away from responsibilities, but I really didn't want to have my only memories of the 3rd term of literally me stressing about some exams that didn't count. So I had fun, and you may or may not agree with that, and any staff that watch this again might probably hate me, but it's fine. I got 2-1, as did my 2 tube partners. There's 3 of us, I don't know the word for that. As did most of our year. Only 1 person got a first, so oh my god, I did revise. I revised hard. I don't know what else to say. What else is there? I guess overall it has probably been the best year of my life. I've made new friends, I have continued to see my old friends, and I wanted to see them more, but hopefully this year I can see them more now they're settled and I'm settled in a house. I've been more confident, I've experienced new things, I'm learning a subject that is my favourite subject and never thought that I'd be able to do at such a prestigious institution. I can never play down the opportunity that I've got by going to Oxford, and I don't think anyone ever should. I still haven't got used to the fact that my university is the one that it is. Obviously I worked for it I'm just so thankful, basically. Thankful for being considered. Thankful that I have a family that believes in me doing what I want to do. And a school that tried as hard as it could to help me get where I am. And they did try as hard as they could. And I am going to go back and try my hardest to help people who are in the same situation as me, because I feel like that's my duty almost. The most new thing for me is the amount of privilege. Obviously, if you think like relative privilege compared to people at Oxford, I'm not very. But then when I think about what I can access now compared to what I could access before, it's incredible, and I just feel like I ought to give that back to those who helped me get to where I am, if that makes sense. Yeah, whatever. So that is basically my whole first year and how I felt about it completely honestly. So if you enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more uni videos that where I kind of give my honest opinion about things, comment down below, comment any more requests, comment your experience about lectures and your experience about nightlife at your unis. Tell me where you're from. Follow my Snapchat, Instagram. It will all be shown on the end screen in a second, so you can see that. And yeah, subscribe, enjoy your day. Anyone starting uni, you'll be fine. You'll be great. Love ya.